I graduated in Bachelor of Science of Architectural Studies from IUM, International Islamic University Malaysia, and recently I'm working as a lecturer at Polytechnic Sultan Idrisha, Sabak Benam, Selangor. I teach architecture and I have been teaching here for almost 4 years. Okay, since I have the chance to talk, I would like to highlight about our future direction in education. Some things that relate to our teaching technique, a new style of teaching based on our new style of learning. Actually the idea has been practiced worldwide, and I think it also can be applied in our country. And the topic is teaching through blog. During my study, my second library was my senior's blog. I used to read their blog posts about the subject that they are taking, and I love to read because they share about their own activities, about the classroom, about the contents, detail of the subject, and fortunately that's the subject that I'm going to take on my next semester. So the advantage for me is I can get prepared before I go to the class on my next semester. Luckily, they also wrote down the tips and advice on how to score the highest mark on that subject. Without my conscious, I actually already learned the informal ways of e-learning process. I'm not agree with the statement that you can just learn through online. My thinking is we should not abandon the formal ways of education, the classroom, the lecture input, group discussion, presentation, and any other activities. It should be run as usual. But I would like to promote the real meaning of student-centered learning, which we require the student to be an active learner, to be independent learner, to collaborate with the technology, and to find the relation between the subject. Actually, the student also can suggest their new findings of solution rather than just follow our only known solution from the traditional method of learning. Okay? Let me give my words based on my own experience. It's good for us to have all those kind of social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on, but for me, it's not equal for us to compare social media with personal web page. Both are completely in different category because they created for a different purpose. For me, Facebook is about profile, it's about identity and functional to post our picture album, to share the thought and activities with the location, while the blog operates as a personal web page, which the theme defined by the user. Even though both can reflect as a daily in chronological order, which the most recent entry will post on the top, but only blog can manage the category, while the Facebook we need to scroll down to read back the previous post. But fortunately, both can be integrated. You can embed the Facebook widget on blog, and we can use the link from our blog to post on the Facebook. Yes, I do. I start my blog www.shahrikhairi.com on May 2011, which during the time the main purpose of my blog is just to share any suitable website, YouTube video, slide share which relate to my teaching classes. This is because my intention is to create a page which we can collect and manage the information in order to help the student to get the correct sources of reference with the topic that we discuss in the classroom. Subjective knowledge can be acute. Most of the research and theory can be described in many ways, variety in understanding. So for me, to learn something is not just hearing from someone or just get from one source's information only, but we need to get another view about the topic that we learn. Teach our students to compare to extract the knowledge, not just to listen and learn. We want them to think and practice the emerging pedagogy. That is why I choose blog as a medium of our interaction with my students. Because by having this kind of informal learning process, I see the positive progress where my students tend to critique and give opinion, which I found out it is hard for them to criticize, to take part in our class activities. But through the virtual learning environment, I see that they are eager to take participation about what we discuss. Okay, well, there are so many good things about blog features that can be useful for our teaching and learning. There are so many tutorial, lessons, and educational video that we can search on the internet. As I said before, I used to embed some related content with the topic discussion on my blog. Means the blog support all types of video sources which we can easily embed. Some of the blog platform also allow us to embed the multimedia flash file. This is interesting because it's good for our interactive learning. Okay, last but not least, we can put a flexible and customization types of form to be included in our blog post. This is good because it's kind of personal feedback towards what we teach and what we share on our blog, and we can get to know the response and reflections not only from our students but also the readers from our blog. I think this is the most interesting question. Okay, when we learn something without a teacher or lecturer, means that we learn without any guidance. So the internet sources needs to be filtered, and if the students just extract the information from any websites or blog without further explanation from a teacher or lecturer, it would lead them to misunderstood the data or misleading information. It is because I can deny that there are also exist the untrusted website blog with a wrong and totally fake information. Humanly filtered or by guide or discussion or explanation in classroom may help the students to identify and classify which one is right and which one is wrong. It is clearly defined that why the students need the lecturer to guide them in teaching and learning. Okay, Alhamdulillah, I got the chance to win the runner-up for the Education Blog 2014 competition organized by UPSI last year. Actually, I'm so surprised with that, what I have achieved, and this is always be my good memory, a motivation to teach and explore more with my blog. I love to let my students feel like they are having another chance to review and re-access to the material of learning that we have been through in the classroom, anytime and anywhere through the blog. So I think that we can change the pace determined by the program to the pace determined by the learner. I realized that the idea of student-centered learning can practice in so many ways, and blogging are just one part of it. As a lecturer, we should contribute something to enhance our today's educational practice, to lead the way for a better educational practice in the world. I believe that every teacher in the world already gives the best for the students, and I hope I can be one of them.